Keep the money coming in. What do I do? Writing until I need another pen. Gotta make the right decision. No, it might just be
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates.
We'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 40 now on second down. Watson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Now a first down throw, Watson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Elliott. Stopped short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Read option. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning. Him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. That one good for 37 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Herbert on first down now. Open space inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Broken tackle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, it's Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now they pause for an injured player, and that injured player is an important one. Ezekiel Elliott still down. More from L.A. in a moment. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Herbert throwing again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Herbert off of play action. Space to run past the 20. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Herbert operating from the red zone. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This is Jakeem Grant. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. The give is to Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this. just before being stopped at the 28.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Watson now to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Watson. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Watson. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Charger touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Herbert now. He's got a man. It's his fullback. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They will run again with Coleman, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football. Fine by me.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run with Coleman on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 7, Watson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Watson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On the draw, this is Cohen. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fighting through. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing, Herbert. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be out right at the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. To throw, Watson. And that's complete to Grant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Watson to throw. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.